Jeff and Jeremy. It's like a radiogasm.
I said, hey, babe, check it out on the podcast.
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
and Spotify.
All this is going viral.
Oh my gosh. Your kids are on spring break?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw your wife posted a photo of them at the beach. I told you this yesterday, but I think you have the luckiest kids. You guys are pretty good parents, man. I don't think I ever tell you that.
Well, as my wife's a good parent.
You're a very... I
I'm
saw
here
a
at
picture
work.
of you in an Easter bunny costume.
I'm here at work.
How many
man.
dads are going to put on a full-on Easter bunny costume? You're a good dad. Stop it. But that's cool, man. I didn't have this kind of life growing up. And it actually made me like this place a little bit more yesterday
there's
when
so
I
much
saw
to
these
do here?
photos. No,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, God, when I grew up, it was always in the Northwest. It was rainy and cold, and both my parents worked, so they didn't take me anywhere. I went to Grandma's house, great-grandma Mabel's house, by the way, who lived in Tacoma, which was, there was no kids around. It was on this old street with a bunch of old people. My best friend when I went to her house was Mr. White, who was 75, and he liked to go fishing, so he'd let me go in and look at his boat. He had a Bayliner. I don't know if they have Bayliners around here, but Jeff knows what that is because they sold them up there. And it was a fishing Bayliner boat. And he let me get in it, and I thought that was great. I was so excited to go to that because I always like boats. But, yeah, I didn't do anything. I mean, we did some fun stuff, but, you live closer to Seattle, so you probably had more to do. I grew up in the woods, so I played Army, and I played Rambo or whatever. I don't know. We always played out in the woods. Rode our bikes everywhere. I mean, there was a lot of cool stuff that I guess I got to do that, kids today, depending where you live, can't do because we lived out in the country. But, man, there's a lot of great stuff for kids to do here. I mean, whether you get the nice weather, so you're in the pool or you're running to the beach and you get to go play around in the water.
Yeah, their cousins are here. And
where are their cousins from?
They're from Jefferson. And
is that what they say?
Yeah, they're so happy to be here. I mean, there's so
it's
much
warmer.
And there's just so much more stuff to do. I mean, it gets warm up there. It's fine, I mean, they're up in the mountains, so you have to wait a little bit longer for summertime, but it's not bad, I mean, but it's they just like the beach. They like
what about that
the city
thing in Santa Maria with the go-karts and the bumper boats and the baseball cages?
I don't know what their deal is.
Do they ever go there?
No,
you don't take them there.
No, never.
They don't want to go there?
There's a lot.
They don't want to go drive go-karts?
There's weird activity around that area.
Oh, I see. It's a safety issue for you.
Yeah, just a guy the other day was like shooting it. Not the other day. I mean, this is...
That was a guy a while ago.
A few months ago.
They ended up shooting a guy over there.
He was like shooting at cops. Right next to the brand new Holiday Inn. It was like... You put brand new Holiday Inn.
It's so funny because I feel like I drive around that area. It's really nice, but yeah, there's been issues. But that's all of Santa Maria for some reason.
No, not all of it. There's nice.
I feel like every part of it, there's really nice, but they all have their issues.
Yeah.
But I saw something the other day, a fundraiser at Ravine Water Park.
Oh, really?
Ooh, I shouldn't talk about this. Somebody sent it to me in an email. It's for a. Well, I'll just say it's for. There's a lot of charter schools around here, right? Well, I already said it. It's for a charter school, and they're doing a fundraiser, and they're going to do it at Ravine Water Park. Well, I thought, well, man, when's the water park open?
I don't know. I don't know if they know.
You lived kind of close to the water park. I had to drive an hour and 15 minutes to get to our water park.
Oh, Wild Waves?
Yeah. In El Paso. I don't know. I think people forget how lucky they are to live here. But, you pay for it, I guess, because your house is real expensive. So. Whatever.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying it's expensive to live here. I mean, the cost of living is very high, but I mean, there's a lot of great things, a lot of great things for kids that
cost of
I didn't
paradise.
realize.
Right?
I mean, cost of paradise. Yeah. They retired that at the TV station
because of the
a long
pandemic.
time ago.
Because of the pandemic.
Rebound Republic or whatever they call
Remember
it.
we were going to do a
Rebound
podcast where we
Central
talked to
Coast.
people that moved away from the area because the cost of living was so high. We retired that because of the pandemic.
We never even launched it.
No.
We recorded a couple interviews, and then they're still sitting there. We can bring it back.
Well,
just let things...
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, the story is much different now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other reasons why people are leaving. just ask Texas, Tennessee, and Idaho how many Californians have come.
Me and my friends, we had to build tree forts and build jumps to jump our bikes off of. And thank God kids are flexible. I would have broke my neck. I'm sure I gave myself a few concussions thinking, oh, this would be great to take my bike down in this ditch and put the jump at the bottom of it.
Yeah, no, that kind of stuff was the stuff that I did too.
That's what we all did. If we're, in our 30s, 40s, whatever, 50s, we all did stuff like that. Nowadays, kids, it's a little bit different. Maybe it's a little tougher at sometimes, but at the same token, there's so many opportunities for them here. I just saw that yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday they went out.
I'm a little jealous of your kids, man.
Yesterday they went out and went to the seals. But I mean, it's the cousins.
The elephant seals?
Yeah.
Are they out?
I don't know.
Hope it's not mating season. That's hard to explain to a kid.
I didn't go.
Why is he body slamming her? They're wrestling.
Well, they look like they're fighting, so we always just tell them that they're fighting.
They're fighting.
Yeah, maybe that should be the poll question today. What do you tell your kids when you see the elephant seals doing the dirty?
Yeah. You just tell them they're fighting. Oh, that's their They're brother and sister, and they don't get along, just like you guys.
It's kind of hard to say, oh, well, they're in love when they're acting the way that they're acting.
It's coming up today. We have a new prize to give away, right? We're giving away some Pappy McGregor's.
New sponsor on the program. Pro tip, by the way, on the 11/22 front, especially now as people are starting to come back in the area. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, 11/22 is locals.
Say those days again.
Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Friday and Saturday.
Oh yeah,
because they got the write up in the magazine. Like, people come here, and now it is such a. And I saw this happening even back when I was Uber driving, back before the pandemic, where people would come here and they're like, "Where's the speakeasy at?"
Yeah,
and I'd be like, "You guys know about that?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's all anybody talks about." So like Wednesday, so now we're relegated. As
are we giving away something to the speakeasy?
Well, it's a $25 gift card to be used at Pappy McGregor's or the Speakeasy.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
That's a cocktail over there. No, that's more than a cocktail.
I don't know. It might be.
No. Their cocktails aren't that much. But, I mean, they're the going rate that all the other bars are charging. And you know what? There's a lot of bars that do just as good as cocktails, but there's something about walking in that room.
Yeah.
And sitting at that bar. And
you know what I love?
I mean, the
most
atmosphere
about
in there is the coolest. It's the coolest bar I've ever been
The best part is you have to check your phone at the door. That means you're forced to talk to other people.
I just tell them I don't have it. They haven't frisked me yet.
You should be thrown out of there.
No, but I keep it off. I'm the one that doesn't bring my phone to a restaurant. I leave it in the car usually. So yeah, Pappy McGregor's. They've got a lot of stuff going on. Really have upped their menu in the last couple. Right before the pandemic started, I remember going in there and eating, and I was like, wow, this is a completely different place than the burgers I used to get here. It's really. They've got a fantastic chef over there, and of course those cocktails at 11/22 right behind it. I mean, what a great night to go and have dinner at Pappy McGregor's and then retire over to the Speakeasy.
That's my favorite.
To have a cocktail or two,
is you can
or whatever.
You can tie one on and not have to go too far.
You walk 10 feet. Anyways, so know the show later 9:40. You can win a $25 gift card to use either at Pappy McGregor's or 11/22.
Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
What is your theory on invasive animals to your living space?
What does that mean, invasive?
Meaning they are putting a stop to your plans of expansion and living the way you want to live through their actions. What do you do? Do you
like
let
my
them,
dog George?
Do you let them? No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about wild. I'm talking about wild animals. I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, like Bigfoot.
Like they make a home. They make a home in your home or at your home
in your backyard or whatever.
And you it gets in the way of your progress.
Is a gopher or a mole fall into invasive species?
I think so.
Because I kill them.
What if it's a bird?
Oh, birds are fine.
I got to lay out what's going on at my house because I don't know which way to go with this. My kids are pushing me in one direction. My wife's pushing me in another direction. The in-laws.
I'm guessing your wife hates the bird. Your kids love it.
The in-laws were over this weekend. They had theories on what I should do, and I don't know what to do.
Over a bird?
Over a bird. 805-543-3693. The numbers
Can't wait to find out what kind of bird this is.
805 Beer text line also. This is, I mean, if it was just me living by myself, and I wish I wouldn't have said anything to anybody, I probably would have just taken care of it the way I would have taken care of it. But now I had to get the peanut gallery involved. So I looked it up. It's a house finch. Do you know what
a house finch?
Yeah.
I mean, I know finches. I had this teacher. His name was Mr. Finch, and he had finches in the classroom, of course.
Oh, okay. So
because he was a finch too, and they're just these little tiny birds, right?
Yeah,
little songbirds.
Yeah,
finches are really nice. My friend has he has a bunch of bird feeders out. He puts out bird feed for the finches to come in, and they're all different colors. They don't really make a lot of noise, right? They're very colorful. At least the ones I've seen: yellow, blue, red.
So these two finches have decided to make a net. So we have this. It's I guess it's a gazebo. It's Allen and Roth. Allen and Roth.
I don't know Allen and Roth.
I'm sorry, it's Allen plus Roth. Not just Allen and Roth. It's Allen plus Roth.
Like Mint plus Kraft.
Yes, like Mint plus Kraft. And getting ready. I don't like it. I hate it. It's on my deck. But
you tear it down.
They bolted it down onto the deck, so it came with the house. If it wasn't bolted down, they would have had to take it away.
It's probably a good idea to bolt it down.
They probably took 4 bolts and screwed it in and said, we don't want to have to deal with this. Let's go ahead and bolt it down. So I don't want that plan for my deck. I don't like that gazebo. It's not. It's on there weirdly. It's kind of shoved into a corner. It's 10 feet by 12 feet. It's large, right?
Take it down.
So I start taking pictures of it a week ago. A little over a week ago. I start taking pictures of it because I'm going to post it on Craigslist. Because it is like a $700 gazebo if you were to buy it brand new.
Sure.
Except get rid of it for $100 type thing situation. It's got zipper sides. It's nice. It's sturdy. But
what if I just came up and took it off your hands for you?
Do you want it?
I don't know.
I will give it to you.
I want to see a picture of it.
Okay.
Well, you have to show me now. Tell me about the birds. Are the birds living in it?
So
is that where we're going with this?
I go to start taking it down, and I look up there, and I see a nest.
Yeah.
Now, there's a red finch and a gray finch hanging around my backyard a lot lately, to the point where we're like, oh, it's cute. You know, the kids are like, go up to it and look at it up close. It's sitting there on the fence. Well, come to find out, the reason why is because it was staking out a spot in the very top of the gazebo. So I start getting ready to take it down, and I look up, and I see a finch in there, sitting there looking at me in a nest. And I'm like, oh, great. What's that mean? So I look around, and she gets scared. Pretty sure it was a she. She gets scared and she flies away.
Was it the gray one?
It was the red one.
The red one's probably a male.
That's what I would have thought too.
Yeah, usually the males have the colors.
I don't know. I don't know what the finch
they're kind of like ducks.
Procreation matter, what their
I think it's a bird
protocol
thing.
is.
I'm not a bird nerd.
No, I thought so too. I thought, oh, the red one's got to be the male. But then I start talking to my wife. I'm like, hey, the birds have built a nest in this thing. I don't know. She's like, well, you can't take it down. I'm like, what do you mean you can't take it down? I just take the nest and move the nest. She goes, go up there.
Yeah, I think if you move the nest, they'll abandon it.
Go up there and see if there's eggs in the nest. I go up there and there's eggs in the nest.
Have breakfast.
That's what I said. Well, we have Easter brunch coming up.
Cute little eggs. You can make a little slider with an egg on it. I've done it with quail eggs before. It's really tough to crack those things and not break them. But.
So now my whole family has convinced me that we can't do anything with this gazebo.
Yeah. You mean your kids and your wife?
Yes.
Right.
Because the birds have to hatch and the little...
You can't touch it.
The little birdies have to become...
Do you want everybody to be pissed at you? I mean, honestly, you're going to war with the family and you have to live with them. You eat with them. You watch TV with them. You play games.
I don't know how long it takes a bird to.
No, it's gonna be this whole. It won't be till next year because the birds got to hatch, then they got to sit on them, and then they got to feed them, and then they got to get big enough, and it won't be probably till the end of the summer that the birds are gone.
Bird crap going to be all underneath under the deck.
A lot of bird crap. You just wash it off. That sucks. You're in a bad position.
in a horrible position.
Now, you could make up do you want to lie? I've got a good story. So the neighbor's cat came in and got the nest.
The thing is, a cat can't climb this thing. It's impossible.
Cats climb trees. They can climb anything.
No,
That's what you tell them.
I would think.
It's a super cat.
Cape. Came in on a cape.
He jumped from the roof.
I mean, it was a smart
gazebo.
bird because he built it in a spot where...
Is there a cover on the gazebo?
Cats can't get to, yeah.
I would just say a cat. Yeah, I saw the cat run down when I came outside. It was the craziest thing. I thought, what is that thing flying out of the...
With a nest in its mouth.
Yeah, was it a chupacabra? And oh, no, it was the neighbor's cat. Sorry, guys. Birds are gone.
I need a stiff windstorm.
The wind?
I need a good windstorm to come along because if I get a good westerly wind, I could sell that argument.
Yeah,
and I just got to get out there with a stick and go, whoops, all that wind. All that wind
Your
out
thoughts?
there.
I think Jeff needs a better idea than the wind because now that you live in Paso, does it get really windy where you're at?
It does in the evenings, yes.
Oh, well, man, there you go.
Like when the sun goes down.
Are you a good liar? Can you lie to your kids?
The problem is everybody's there when it gets windy, you know?
Well, it happened in the middle of the night. You have to get up early and knock that son of a bitch down. I know people are probably upset, but, I understand the frustration.
I mean, I feel bad for wanting to get rid of it, but I want to get rid of it because my daughter's got a birthday party coming up in a month, and, we plan on having people over for the birthday party, and I don't want this big, ugly gazebo. It's not ugly. I mean, it's fine.
Put some Christmas lights on it. It'll make it pretty.
Well, no, I mean, there's ways you can dress it up, sure, but still, it just gets in the way. I just don't know what they were thinking when they put it in there.
805-543-3693. Anybody got thoughts on this? I'm sure everybody's ran into it. Those are the text lines. You can also call in on that number as well. It's brought to you by friends at 805-BR.
Can you move the nest?
I don't think
once
you can.
The eggs are in it.
Yeah,
can I move it up to?
You can try.
I have a nice, more protected place up underneath the eave of my roof. That would be a great spot for it.
Say, hey, I wanted to upgrade them.
When I was out there looking, because I had to get up on the ladder and pull down the nest to see if there was an egg in there, because I couldn't see over the lip of the nest. The bird was sitting in the neighbor's yard looking at me, watching me the entire time.
Yeah.
And I was hoping that would be enough to where he would abandon it, but no.
Just keeping an eye on you.
Came right back.
I'm going to poop on your head, buddy.
Wake up. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Jeff and Jeremy here online at KZOZ.com. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning is the podcast. Subscribe to that thing. It'll pop in every single day. Got a pretty good dumbass of the day. I don't know what it is about Southwest Airlines, but they're taking a hit lately in the public relations department. Remember, it wasn't that long ago.
Southwest. I love Southwest.
Well, I know
they
you
sing
do.
songs to you.
Well,
dude.
remember the pilot that was racist?
I'd like to see Alaska.
Was he racist or what was he? He had a Southern accent.
No, he didn't.
And he was flying out of the Bay Area, and he didn't like liberals or something.
Yeah, he didn't like liberals.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So San Francisco. He said
that automatically makes him a racist.
Said he hates this town because everybody drives a Hyundai.
Yeah, that's right. Well, another pilot has done something which I think is worse. Even though we don't have a lot of details, but Southwest Airlines taking another hit in the PR department. We'll get to it next in Dumbass of the Day.